Hey guys, it's been a while since I posted a video. I'm still in the truck driving. I've switched up careers a little bit. I'm doing dump truck work now, which it seems to be the more lucrative path, especially being felons. Let me cover this right away. That way I don't get off topic. Over the road trucks, you need to have your IFTAs. You need to pay taxes in every state that you drive through. When you fuel, you got to pay the mileage tax and all that stuff. And it just seems to be a lot more of a hassle to try to figure it out. I did a lot more research on it, and it's something else. Um, Dump truck work. You get you a triaxle dump truck, you get a used one for about 15,000. If you got a buddy or a family member, someone that you're good with, that's either got credit or they've got 15, 20 grand laying around, whatever, like that happens. But you get the money, you go out and get you a used truck. Go to Craigslist, go to auctions. A lot of auctions, they'll have trucks that are DOT certified. That means they're going to pass the inspection for DOT right off the rip. Um, your insurance, $14,000 a year, $1 million coverage on something. Uh, Now, usually you're going to make anywhere between, I'd have to say, 6 and 1,000 a day. It's on a slow day. It's after your fuel cost. Um, I know the other week I made my boss close to 5 grand for a week. So I think it's pretty good. And it's after fuel costs and all that. Uh, I've seen some of the comments that you guys made. Um, I have actually got someone into the industry that's a felon. It's a family member of mine. He's been out for a little over a year. Stayed clean, did the right thing. He did 3 years up top, and he came home and he finished his parole and he moved down here to Florida. And I had talked to my boss, little mom and pop shop dump truck company, and we got him trained up. He took his road test, he passed. My boss is working on some insurance stuff now to get him in driving. Wasn't exactly how I planned on helping people out, but you know what? At least I did something, taught someone something that's a felon that's in the same situation. So that's cool. I helped someone out. I'm willing to help more people out. As for the school I went to National Tractor Trailer School in Buffalo, New York. They're based out of Liverpool, New York. That's the main office, but they have one in Buffalo. For anyone else that is trying to go to a truck driving school, and say if you're on parole. When I was on parole, I had asked permission from my parole officer to get that because I know most of the times you come home, you don't have your license. So I got the permission from the parole to get the license. So then I went to the school, and what I did, because a lot of the schools won't take you unless that you can guarantee you can get a job because you're a felon, so a lot of companies aren't going to hire. What I actually did was went to a temp agency and told them, hey, I just need you to write me a letter saying that you can get me work driving a truck. And they're like, well, we can't get you work. And I said, look, I just need a letter. And the lady was cool. She wrote me a letter stating that, if Mr. Such and Such gets his CDL, we can get him a job. So then I took that piece of paper back to my parole officer, back to the school, and they ran it through. And that was sweet because I got in there and it was hard. But just from listening around, I mean, if a lot of you guys get your CDLs from a PTDI school, Professional Truck Drivers Institute school, that's basically you're walking in with Trump all day because you walk in with that certificate saying, oh, well, I got 324 hours in the yard and I've got 60 hours driving over the road. You're going to walk into a place and you're going to show them these certificates from schools, and they're not going to care about your felonies. I went to Goya Foods. A lot of you guys get your CDL, go check out Goya Food. That's a pretty good deal. Um, so there, that answers that question. Uh, Startup cost, I covered that a little bit. 15 grand to get you a truck, a used truck. It ain't gonna be a great truck, but it'll work. You're gonna need probably another 10 grand for insurances, and then if you can, 5 grand to get money for fuel. Because what's going to happen is it's just like any job that you start. It's going to be 2 weeks of holding your pay. So basically, I'm going to go work for a week, and then they're, going to cut me a check, but they're going to hold it. And by the time you get the check in the mail and all that stuff, you're on your third week before you get paid. And that'll be rough, especially if you're starting out, because, it'd be kind of a kick right in the, if you go out and you get all your stuff, you're out there working for a week, 2 weeks, and now you're broke because you ain't got no money because the checks haven't cleared yet. The price of an LLC in Florida, that's like, I think it was like $200, and you get the tax ID number and everything like that. I can't remember exactly. It was right around 200, and then the tax ID costs you a little bit more money too. So if you get the tax ID, you get your insurance, and obviously you get the truck, a little bit of cushion money for fuel. All you have to do is call around to these brokers, or like if you're driving down the road, like down here in Florida, we've got some big companies like Bach, Balgo, TCB, stuff like that. You see these dump truck companies running around, like 10, 15 dump trucks, same name on the side. What you're going to do is find out what company it is. You're going to call it and say, hey, I have a dump truck. This is my insurance info. You'll fax your insurance info over to them. Now, there's another way to play that game with insurance is, say if you're working for Joe Blow over here, Joe requires you to have $1 million insurance policy. So now you call your insurance company, say, I need to up my insurance, and you work for Joe for 3-4 months, whatever, on and off. And then you stop working for Joe, and then John over here needs you to have a $50,000 policy. So then you would call into your insurance, reduce it back down to $50,000 to work for John. And that way you're saving a little bit of money. I'm starting to realize what a lot of people do, which I don't really agree with, is we'll go to a pit to pick up, and it'll be like 20 ton. And, you'll charge the customer for 20 tons of material, but you really only got 19. So you're kind of screwing them out of 2,000 pounds worth of material. I don't agree with it, but sometimes that happens. I mean, especially if it's a 20 ton load and you're at like 19.5. Okay, I can see that. Just because trying to get that extra, 1,000 pounds on there is kind of a hassle going back with a loader. But when you're really gigging people, that's kind of rough. Look, my email should be on there, and I'll put my email up there. That way you guys can check it out. And if you have any questions or any way I can help you out, send me an email. I don't know, I really don't do this often. It's just kind of a spur of the moment thing. The first video I did, and then I seen how many people viewed it, how many comments I got. And, I had a couple people subscribe, so I figured, well, what the hell, I'll make another one, give you guys kind of an update. You guys have any questions, let me know. I'll try to reply. Like I said, it's easier for me to reply personally to you if you email me. But honestly, I think truck driving it's a good way for felons to get into an industry that's going to pay them decent. You're not going to go out and, you're not going to have to worry about punch someone in the throat, anything like that, if they just piss you off at a job at fucking McDonald's, if you can even get hired there. I've had some friends come home, can't get a job nowhere. Same deal. I mean, but dump truck's the way to go, man. If you can come up with $45,000, $50,000, I know it's a lot of money. But yeah, dude, you can pick up a used dump truck for 15 grand. Throw you some new tires on there. It costs $275 a tire. Throw new tires all the way around it. Get your insurance going. And you can find work anywhere. Like Florida, the southern states, I'd assume would be the best because they never shut down. You know what I mean? You're always rolling, always rolling. There's always stuff being built. The cold doesn't drive the work out. So that's the best I can tell you guys. Just let me know, I guess. If you guys got any questions or anything, like I said, I'll put my email up. Hope you guys are doing well, and have a good one.